everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also right next to it there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying so it can appear on the closed caption. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones that already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create another placemat doily, Christmas obviously, and I've given myself a head start. I don't know why I forgot to record it, but nothing to it. All you have to do is make the magic circle and 12 double crochet separated by 1 chain each, or do a 6 chain and do inside of the ring of 6 chain, do 12 double crochet separated by 1 chain space between the 12 groups. Now I'm going to come directly inside of the space here of the 1 chain. And of course, before I forget, these are 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. I will be using some gold, some red, and most probably green. Okay, and I have the gold, which will be this shiny bling bling gold. 2.75 hook. You'll need obviously a scissors and a small one to tuck in loose ends. Seems like I'm a little bit disorganized today, ain't I? I wonder why. It's been really raining here for the past 3 weeks now, and it's just overwhelming. Okay, so 2 double crochets inside of the space of 1 chain and 1 chain. Next space, 2 double crochets and 1 chain. And again, 2 double crochets. And I should get this doily out of the way because you guys might think it's that doily and it's not. I just happened to leave it there for whatever reason, I guess. Okay, so creating groups of 2 double crochet per space all the way around. That means you'll be having 12 groups of 2 double crochet separated by 1 chain space. Okay, so we finished row 2. Now row 2, we are going to not do the 1 chain, okay? We're going to do a side half. So we're going to take it all the way so we can end up in the middle here. And we won't have any marks going up as we keep going up the rows. I'm going to do a single and chain 2. Now each space here of the 1 chain, we're going to create 3 double crochets. 1 chain space into the next one. 3 double crochets. This is row 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, going into row 4. We're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to do that half double crochet on the 2nd chain from where we went up. We did a single and 2 chains. So we're going to close it all at once. We end up in the middle again. Single, 2 chain. We're going to do another double crochet here. 1 chain space and 2 more double crochets. So on this row 4, we're creating 2 groups of 2 on the same space, separated by 1 chain space in between them. 1 chain, and again, 2 double crochets, 1 chain, same space, 2 double crochets. 1 chain between the groups, and again, repeat the pattern. 1 chain and 2 more double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. So I've reached the end, and on this last one, because we're changing color, I mean, if you want to go ahead and use the same color, that's fine. Then you don't have to cut your thread. You just continue through. Just gonna pull my thread in between these loops here and bring it to the center, so the next row is going to cover it and secure it. So I just go back and forth in between the stitches here, and nothing shows, and you have a great finish. Now, with the people that did the magic circle, so I always go in through the loops down here, bring my thread through the loops, and it secures. Nothing comes out of place, even when you wash it. Perfect. Now I'm going to come in with my gold. Now the gold I'm going to use is, it's like a nylon snake skin, if you want to call it. Really, I know you can't see it on camera, but It's a funny looking one, but anyway, I found this at my thread store, and I had seen it in thicker, and I had bought it, but it didn't work thicker. So I'm going to leave a little bit, and you can use whatever color for this, by the way, your regular gold colors if you can find it. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit of thread so I can tie it at the end, and I'm just going to come through the middle, anywhere on the middle of the groups. And I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. This would equal 8 double crochet. Very shiny, by the way. Another double crochet. Shiny and stiff. It's a stiff, it's not really, it's a combination of thread and something else. I have no idea. Okay, so chain 1. I'm coming into the next space and creating 2 double crochet. So we're basically chain 1. Now if you find that it's too tight, then you can do a chain 2, okay? I'm going to come into the next space. Should have hid this thread, not even a thread, but we'll call it a thread, let's say. It's a combination of thread and something else. I don't know. Doesn't say on the row. And this is, trying to see if it says, it doesn't really say much about it. It just says cord. Okay, we'll go with that. Again, chain 1. And into the next where we have the group. And create 2 more. Double crochet. I'm trying to pull my thread here. One chain. Just wonder if this is enough. It should be. It stretches. Seems like it stretches. So we're going to do 2 double crochets per space here. Okay. Trying to hide this thread or nylon, whatever, the best I can. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so we're going to come in with the red now. And we're going to do 3 double crochets. So I'm coming in the space, that 1 chain space between them. Fireworks are happening. Don't know why, especially when it's raining. So 1 single, 2 chain. In the same space, another double crochet. In the same space. So we have our 3rd double crochet. 1 chain space. Now if you need to do a 2 chain space, go ahead. We don't want to cramp up the pattern. You have to go with the pattern, not against it, right? Okay, so 1 chain space. And 3 more. Oof, this material of gold is something else. But I love the shyness. I wanted to give it a try. I mean, it's completely different than my regular gold and it's stiff. It's very stiff. I mean, perfect for placemat. It won't go anywhere, but good heavens. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Row 6. 3 double crochets per space. Okay, you guys, so we've reached the end, and we're going to do that half double crochet again so we can end up on the center. So we're coming into second chain. And closing it once. Coming back in the center, doing a single, 2 chain. We're going to do 3 double crochets now on this row and 1 chain space into the next one. Three double crochet, 1 chain space, and again. Now remembering that if your stitch is too tight, if you need to give it 3 chain or 2 chain, then go ahead. I'm doing 1. I'm not tightening my tension, I'm letting it go pretty loose enough, not too loose, because we don't want it to look silly and baggy, not pretty. But I'm not really tightening it up like I usually have a very tight stitch. Okay, so 3 double crochet, 1 chain space between them. Look how gorgeous this gold looks on there. I mean, weird material, but I love the color effect that it gives. Okay, you guys, so we finished doing row 7. We're going to do that half double crochet again. Going into row 8. Take out at once, come back in, and we're going to do the groups again. So single, 2 chain, coming back in again, another double crochet, 1 chain space, come back in. I'm not sure, I might do like this, maybe just a red and white, and then I can always create another one with green, white, and gold. I think that would be awesome. So 1 chain space. As you know, a lot of times I have a vision of something, but I always change ideas in between. So it is what it is. Okay. So we're creating the same groups here as we did here on row 4. So it's just a repeat. So 1 chain and 2 groups of double crochet separated by 1 chain between them. So space, 1 chain space between them. Okay? I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we'll pretty much reach the end of this row. We're going to do that half double crochet, taking it out all at once, coming back in, and doing a single, 2 chain, creating 2 double crochets. So we're having groups of 2 double crochets. We're repeating the same thing as we did here with the gold. Okay, coming in to the next space and create your 2 double crochets. 1 chain into the next space, 2 double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around, and then I'm cutting my thread and I'm going to come back in again with the gold. Okay, you guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going into row 10. Coming back in with this funny, strange gold material. The color is gorgeous, but material is something else. Okay, so we're doing 2 groups, or should I say, we're going to do 2 groups per space of double crochet. So single, 1 chain, 2 chain, coming back in again, double crochet, fireworks. I don't know why my neighbors are having fireworks on a rainy day, but anyway, it is like this like almost every weekend. Yes, these people just like fireworks. The thing is, it scares the poor dogs in the neighborhood. Sad. Okay, so 2 double crochet, 1 chain. Next space, 2 double crochet, 1 chain. Now, what I like about this cord, if you want to call it, because that's what it says on the thing, it's stretchy, so it stretches pretty well and stiff. But anyway, it just works beautifully on the pattern. So we're going to repeat this all the way around, then I'm cutting my thread again. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to do white, and we're going to do 3 rows of 3 double crochet. So very simple. Come in on any space, single 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, 1 chain, next space, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, next space, 3 double crochet. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So row 11, 12, 13, and 14 will be the same thing. 3 double crochets, 1 chain. Now if your tension is too tight, you can do a 2 chain space. So I'll meet you at the end of row 14. Okay? Just to clear that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 double crochet per space, 1 chain space. Row 12, 3 double crochet, 1 chain space. Row 13, 3 double crochet, 1 chain space. So we'll have 3 rows the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Just want to remind you that when you're going into the next row, we're doing that half, okay? So you can be on the center, okay? And then come into your single, 2 chain, then proceed again with your 3 double crochets. And you'll do the same thing on the next row also, okay? Instead of like, I call it the walk with slip stitch to the other end. I think it makes it easier this way and it looks neat. Okay, so just continue with the same thing, 1 chain space, and your 3 double crochets. So you have 1 more row of the white with 3 double crochets. Look how pretty that's looking. Now I do have some doilies similar to this, but changes a bit the stitch, but it's almost the same on the start. If you go to my playlist where the doilies are, there's quite a few doilies that they look almost exactly the same, but they're not. Stitch changes up the game a bit, okay? But it's still in the same style. Okay, you guys, so we're going into row 14. Just finished doing row 13. I'm coming back in with my gold, and we're going to repeat the same row, 3 double crochets, then cutting our thread. And we're almost at the end, and then we'll come in with the red. So single, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. Try to see if I can pull this little string left and try to hide it here in between. 1 chain space, and again 3 double crochets. We're going to do this all the way around, and then cut our thread, and coming in for almost the final rows with the red. Okay? Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished doing the gold. I'm coming back in with the red. We're coming in on any 1 chain loop, And we're going to be doing a single and 5 chain. This row will be all about singles and 5 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm coming into the next one. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming into the next one. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next space, single. So we're going to do 5 chain and single all the way around. So we are on the last one. And on the last one I did a single, and this time we're going to do that side half double crochet. So I'm just going to come in my first chain here. I'm going to take out one, so it's a double crochet, I should say, sideways. Okay, so we can end up on the center here, and then come in and do a single. Come directly into the next one, and we're going to do 9 double crochets inside of this loop. Now, depending upon the size of thread you have, sometimes you could have thinner thread. You will probably need to do like 10 or 12. If Aunt Lydia, you might do 7. I think it fills up that 5 space because it's a thicker thread. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Into the next loop directly with a single. Into the next one, and continue to do your double crochet. So I'm going to do my 9. For some of you, it could be 10 or 12, depending on the size of your thread. And if using, which is perfect, Aunt Lydia, for these placemat doilies, then you should do only 7 double crochets and not 9, because it will be too much, too packed, because it's thicker, your thread. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. My thread is a 4-ply, but it's similar to Aunt Lydia, but a little bit thinner. And if I use, if I do only 7, it doesn't fill in my 5 chain. If I do 10, 12, it's too much. It's going to overpower my spaces. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that. So straight into the next one with the single, and straight into the next one with the 9 double crochets. Very simple. Okay, and then directly into the next space with a single. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So pretty much reached the end. We're going to come where we did that single and close it in. We can cut our thread. Tuck in the loose ends, go through the loops in the back. If I can get the right loop, right? Thinner hook, it tends to pull through some of the stitches here. Well, the thread, I should say. Then just hide it. I'm going to come in with my thread gold, not this cord because it's too slimy, slippery. But you can use the same thread, whatever you're using. So this is my thread. It's a little bit thinner, but it's okay because it's just to do the outlining of this pattern. So I'm going to grab back loop only on my first double crochet. It doesn't matter where you do it, and you can do a single or you can do just slip stitch. You have that option of both ways. So I'm grabbing back loops only and doing singles. Through each loop. So here is where we have the single. You could either go directly in it, or you can just go directly where the double crochet is. It's up to you. You have that option. Doesn't change anything on the pattern. So one per space, either go inside of the single or go directly into the double crochet, back loops only. And it gives you a nice finishing touch to this doily placemat, whatever you want to use it for. You could even add 3 the same size and make a table runner. Just attach them on the side. And that's what it looks like. So we're pretty much done for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel. Invite your friends and your family to be part of this journey with us. Sharing is caring. And I hug every single one of you. Thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. Much hugs to all of you. Take care, everyone. I'll have the pictures and the little video at the end.